In this vlog on Python, we will be seeing how to use lists. So in our previous tutorials, we have seen the basic usage of variables and what are all the actions we can perform on variables. And now with the help of those knowledge, we will be using list. So if you have missed those previous tutorials, I am providing you the link in the description section below. May have a look to understand this particular tutorial easily. So for example, let us consider a variable ABC inside which I am storing a value 2 here. And when you try to print this variable, you will be getting the value which is inside the variable. So here we have provided just an integer value, so we have got the same for the output. So we can just provide any sort of value here. It might be a string, integer, float, double, and so on. So based on the value stored, our variable will be converted to that particular data type. So we need not specially mention it. So these are all the basics which we have covered in our previous tutorial. Using the same variable ABC, we will be now trying to store a list of values. So for example, when you want to have more than one value to be stored, so it's not a good practice to use multiple variables every time. For example, in dynamic programming, when you want to accept multiple numbers, it's not a better practice also to store them separately. So we can just make use of a list. So inside these brackets, you can just have the multiple values. For example, here we just had 2 previously. So now we can have 2, 4, 6, 8, and we can add so many numbers. And now our list size will also increase based on the values added, and now it's very easy to handle here. So instead of creating multiple variables, we can just have a single variable here, and by using which we can manage our entire list. So when you try to print this, you will be getting all the values which you have stored inside the list, and also you will be having the same actions which you can perform here also. So previously we have seen on variables. So for example, let us try to see the length of the ABC here. So in general, you might be seeing that ABC dot, and then when you try to get the length, so this is a common practice which you use in different programming languages, but in Python this doesn't work. To find the length of the list here, you need to provide this inside the method. So here you will be getting 5 here, so we are totally having 5 values inside our list, and the same indexing concept works here in the list. So this is a key advantage. By using the index value, you can get the exact value which you want to fetch from the entire list. Inside ABC, when we specify 0, we will be getting 2 as an output, because 2 lies in the 0 index inside the list. And the same when we try to provide 4, we'll be getting 10, as 10 is the last element available in our list. And here also the same, when you try to provide the index value other than the list size, then you will be getting an error. So here you can see we have got list index out of range, because here the fourth index value has got the element 10 here, so after which there is no value, and when you try to print it, you will be surely getting an error. So now when you want to append some extra information to your existing list, so you can just provide the list dot append, and inside which you need to provide the value which you want to append. So here I want to append the value 12 to our existing list, and now when you try to print it, you will be seeing 12 is added to our existing list and is now printed. So not only appending, so not only adding data to your list, you can just also remove the data here. So I am just popping out here. So by using the method pop, So here you can also specify the index value. For example, you want to remove 4 here, so I will be specifying the index value of 4. So what is the index value here? Is for 2 is 0 here, and for 4 is 1. And when you specify abc.pop and 1, you will be seeing our 4 is being removed from our list now. And when you try to print the list, here you can see 4 value, the element 4 is not present. So in the same way, when you don't specify any index value here, you just providing an empty brackets here, so the last element will be removed. So now when you try to run this code, you will be seeing the 12 is removed. So here's just we follow the rules we follow for stack here. So now when you try to print the list, you can see our last element is being popped out. And now we have seen how to get the length of the list, and how to add the new values into the list, and how to remove the values based on the index. And also when you provide no index value, then the last element will be removed. And also one more thing, we will be seeing how we need to remove the element directly without the index value. So now I am just providing the value here, remove dot 8. So now when you try to print here, we have not provided any index value, but we have just provided the value that needs to be removed from the list. So these are all the way we can easily make in Python. For example, consider the list ABC, and so we will be providing some random values, and these values are not in a sorted order. So now when you try to sort them, so you can just specify sort, and now you can see here we will be getting a list sorted here from ascending to descending. So don't forget to specify this parenthesis here, so it's a part of syntax. So these are all some sort of examples we do in Python list. And if you want to have more examples, you can just go through the Python documentation which is provided in the Python official website. And hope you understand these concepts. So if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Python.